ASMR Nation. Guess what, guys? I was watching Mauve ASMR. I'm sure most of you follow her, but if you don't, go follow Mauve ASMR. And she was doing a pet peeves video. And as she was doing it, I immediately got out my notes and I was like, yeah, we need to talk about some pet peeves. I've done one, but it's been a long time. So if I doubled up on any of these, sorry, that just means it still bothers me. And then some of them that Mauve mentioned are mine too. Like, we have some of the same ones. Let me get my come in. Take a sip of water. We will do some light housekeeping before we get started. This is just taking care of the channel. This is how you take care of a channel. It must be done. If you are new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you are old here, welcome back. Oh, geez. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you're old here, go double check and make sure you are subscribed. Hit the like if you like. Leave a comment. It could be anything related to the video. It can just be a hello. It can just be a few emojis. Anything. As long as it's cool, as long as it's friendly, as long as it's respectful. Hit the notification bell. And as always, I will link my tip jars in the description. No pressure whatsoever, but that's what allows me to continue making content. Alrighty then. Gotta open up my notes app. This could probably be a series because I have sensitivity issues. That probably means I have more pet peeves than the average person. Noise sensitivity, stuff like that. Disrespect sensitivity. Okay, this one came from one of Mauve's pet peeves, very similar to one of hers. People talking loudly on their speakerphone, like throughout stores. So say you're at like a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's or a grocery store, and the person's walking around like this, like, oh my God, they're just talking. Now, I understand you need to know something about a grocery or something, like, hey, hun, what did you want for dinner? Even though that could still be a text, right? Or you sent somebody to the grocery store, they're having some trouble, and they're like on FaceTime, like, well, which one of these did you want? Okay. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people talking about nothing as loud as they can. They're gossiping. Or you can tell by the way they're talking that they're trying to make sure everybody hears so that they can look like a big shot. Like, it's giving grandiose delusion. And at that point, I'm like, wow, I don't even think there's anybody on the other side of that phone. One time when I was at Marshall's, this lady was walking around on the phone with somebody. They were totally bashing, like gossiping, bashing somebody in the family. Man, I'm telling you, I knew their whole family business. I'm not a willing participant. Stop forcing me into your conversations. All this negativity, and I'm like, damn. If I knew who they were talking about, I'd record them right now. Like, hey, they're out here telling your whole family's business to all of Marshall's. I hope they're not local. I hope nobody sees them that knows you guys. Oh, and then she got close to me and she reeked of cigs. Reeked. I'm like, well, that tracks. I don't trust myself. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't trust myself, and that's why I avoid conflict. I gotta get to a happy medium. I'm working on it, but I've been working on it for a long time. With little success. I'm either over here or I'm off the deep end. I'm either not dealing with something or I'm off the deep end. Okay, this kind of goes with it. It's something a little bit different. And it is people that watch their videos or listen to their music at full volume in public, in a quiet public place. So, say you're in the waiting room at the doctor and somebody's over there listening to their music or their TikTok or whatever at full volume. Why are you forcing us to listen to your music and your videos? I can see if you had the volume down a little bit and you found a little corner and you're over there like, cool, enjoy yourself. But if you're sitting there right in the where everybody else is, and you think that your phone, what's going on in your phone, you need to subject all those other 10 people to listen to just that. I wholeheartedly think you're testing us. I think you just want to see how far you can take things. There is no way that your self-awareness is that low. And if it is, well, it's time to learn. You're going to learn today. And a lot of times they don't even look up, because I'll be like, and it's something that like teenagers kind of have to learn, because I know that I've had to tell my teenagers, all of them, like, hey, turn that down because everybody can hear it, or make sure your earbuds are charged, or you're just going to be stuck without, right? Here's what doesn't bother me. If you're in a place where everybody's chatting in their own little, like, say you're at a bar or a busy lunch place, and you know, you have your phone at a normal volume, and this is your conversation, because like you're a loner, you're introvert, whatever, and this is your distraction. That, to me, that's just like another person. This is who you're having conversation with, even if you're just watching ASMR or whatever. Like, this is your partner. That's okay. Like, everybody's chatting, everybody's in their zone at a respectable volume, you know. But even that, like, don't blare it. I don't know. It's a fine line. And you kind of gotta let people do their own thing. I get that. But that means also let me do my own thing. Let other people, don't take over a room. Especially if it's vulgar music. Oh my God. People do this all the time. I'm like, wow. And trust me, I have no innocence to protect. I listen to that shit too. But I would never force people of all ages, kids, grandparents. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Lurking. So how do I define lurking? To me, if somebody was standing right here, like I'm sitting and somebody's standing right here, that's lurking, right? Or standing in front of me, that's lurking. It makes me uncomfortable. I was actually just watching a video about this, about like, if you're a teacher, how you shouldn't just stand. And I think bosses tend to do this too, and it's just weird. Just stand over somebody's shoulder and like, it feels like you're like spying, like they're spying, or I don't know. And in the video, it was like there's proper ways to go, you know, check and see what a student's doing without lurking, or go check on what your, employees are doing without being weird, like silently lurking. You can say like, hey, bud, can I see what you're working on? Or, all right, guys, what do we got going on? And then you just walk through like that. Like, that's not lurking. Lurking has an energy, and it's a bad energy. And it's a power trip energy. So this is a no lurking zone. No lurking zone. Like, oh my god, I hate, I do cosmetic tattoo, right? I really need to take control back of some of my old clients, because like they'll think they can make an appointment with their family, and then you've got one person or a woman will bring for do not, this is where I don't mind saying something. Do not bring your spouse in to come say whether they're, oh no, hun, I think you should do a little. No lurkers in the room. No. Luckily, I'm in such a small room now that I can use that as my excuse. But I don't want to use an excuse. I want to tell people. I want to be the woman that tells people. Not, well, the room's too small, so nobody. No, I don't work like that. I don't work best under those conditions. Because it's weird, and because I don't want somebody just like, as I'm trying to work, like, get your hot body out of this. It's for me to be this close. Like, I work, like, say this is a person, I'm this close to that person already. That's all I can handle. That's a lot for me. My bubble is big. My comfort bubble is pretty big. So this, after I get done working on somebody for an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm already like, go on, get out, go on, love ya, see you in a little while. I need a little space. And then if you have another person like right here, no. Even in the chair, like right there, like no. Oh, here's a big one. And I have to get on my teenager about this all the time. She's gotten pickier over the years. When I get a plate of food, or I order takeout, or I get food at work, like, I eat all kinds of stuff, right? So I'm not heating fish in the microwave at work, don't worry, that's not what I do. But say I order like Mexican or Indian or sushi, say sushi is one of them. Okay, say I order sushi, and I like sit down in the break room and like take the lid off my sushi, and somebody walks in, like, gets all close to it, and they're like, ew, you eat sushi, ew, it smells fun, ew. Beware, because if I just got my food, I'm probably pretty hungry, and that just throws a whole other, it just, there's way less filter if I'm hungry. I'm way more likely to react than respond if I'm hungry. I'm just wired that way. So there's been some weird times, like, where I'm just like, okay, because that's rude, and I'm going to start being rude back. The other option is to just be like, oh, sorry you don't like it. Sorry you don't like to look at it. Like, no, get up off my plate. You don't talk bad about somebody's food that they love and they just ordered. My teenager will do it too, like with when I order Indian, because Indian does have pretty potent smells, right? But I love lamb sok. And it'll come out, she'll be like, oh, not the lamb sog again. And I'm like, can you not talk bad about my food right before I eat it? I'm not forcing you to eat it. I'm not forcing you to look at it. The kitchen's on a whole other floor than 2 other floors of the house, so I'm not forcing you to smell it. It'll be out of here in a half hour. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, kid. Like, I don't come down and look at her disgusting cereal. She likes soggy cereal, so she will make her cereal. And then she'll go get ready for school for an hour. And then come eat it. This kid's disgusting. She used to, listen to how gross it is. She used to love water on her cereal. Not because we didn't have it. Because she liked it. And then she had this trick where she would like take her cereal. Like she'd start her shower and get her shower hot. I don't think she cares if I tell this story because I've told it a million times and she thinks it's hilarious. She doesn't do this anymore. When she was little, she'd get the shower hot and then she'd put her hot water. She'd take her cereal, put hot water on it, and then set it out while she took her shower in the steam and stuff to get it all soggy. I don't want to think about it. I let her do that. I don't even know where that one went. It's like that one just disappeared right in front of my eyes. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. Let's talk about driving. Now, I'm not good at a ton of stuff, but driving is one thing that I'm really good at. It's crazy because every time somebody has looked at my car, my grandpa was a mechanic, so that has a lot to do with the way that I drive. Every time somebody has looked at my car to do things to it, they're always like, wow, a mechanic can tell how you've been driving your car, kind of like a dentist can tell how you've been taking care of your teeth. A mechanic can tell how you've been driving your car. So stuff tends to last a long time on my car. We're talking like triple. I've had my car right now, I've had since 2016. It was a couple years old when I got it. Just now, it's time to change the brakes. And when he looked at that, he was like floored. He was like, this car looks like it's 2 years old. In here, down here. No rotors, nothing like that. He was like, I cannot believe that this car looks like it's 2 years old down here. And I was like, I get that a lot. So but that doesn't mean I don't mess up. Sometimes I mess up. So my nose is running, itching again, as usual. So when I mess up, like say I went and I didn't have the right of way or something, and somebody honks at me, and I'm like, oh my god, oh so sorry, like go ahead, like my bad. So my pet peeve is other people do something crazy and you're like beep beep, and they're yelling at you when they did the wrong thing. What? So now you just offended me 2 times? I really worry. I worry about people. There's a serious lack of self-awareness and accountability going on. Serious. And I don't know if it's heading anywhere good. Like, what's causing this? I would say, like, is it parenting styles? Like, extreme parenting styles? One way or the other? I don't know. But it's worrisome. Alright, should we do one more? I promise you guys I have a ton of these, so if you like it, I can do more. If it's too much for you, I can do less. Overusing the bathroom spray. So, if you use a bathroom and you kind of funked it out, please don't hotbox the bathroom with spray. 1 or 2, maybe 3. I heard a tip. If you spray it into the water, it works as like that poopery stuff. If you spray it into the water before you even start going to the bathroom, it might like contain some of the smell. It's not that big of a deal to just use the bathroom, make a spray, and then just close the door, and that's it. But when you spray a huge amount, a cloud of bathroom spray, then it just, like, I feel like it just grabs the smell and carries it throughout the house. So, when it comes to bathroom spray, be easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Okay? I should probably put a mark on where I left off on here so that if I make another video, I know where I was at. There, I put a 2 for the second video where we can begin. Done. Saving that in my notes. Right now I'm using my notes as my second brain. But I was thinking about making a commonplace book, but that's a whole other discussion. Alright guys, if you are still there, I hope that you have a good rest of your day, or rest of your evening, and or a good night's sleep.